486-1763.
We're here at Northwestern Medicine Field, game 2 of a doubleheader between the Cougars and the Peoria Chiefs. Joe Brand alongside the television voice of the Chicago White Sox and a legendary broadcaster, Mr. Ken the Hawk Harrelson. We had the gracious honor of hosting Hawk upstairs, talked to a few fans, and this is a regular spot for you, just hanging out in the broadcast booth, right?
Been there a long time, 40-something years. That's long enough, like a oil change in a car.
When's the last time you came to a minor league park?
It's been a while. I'll tell you, I love minor league baseball, like I love high school baseball and college. There's an innocence that's you don't get quite at the big league level. You get it here.
How much has minor league baseball changed? I mean, what do you remember from your minor days?
Well, the parks.
Yeah.
We used to have to do our own housekeeping around the infield and the outfield as well.
Ben DeLuzio to lead things off. He shoots it in the air. Shallow right coming in. Harrelson, the right fielder, finding the sun. This one's going to be caught by Young. Second baseman over his shoulder into foul territory. He slows down. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ivan Oxnavad as we're scoreless in the bottom of the first. Joined here on Facebook Live. Hawk, why don't you wave to the camera really quick over here. Have you on Facebook Live. And no, we've really been looking forward to this day, and we're really glad to have you. And
well, I'm for several reasons. First of all, to see my dear friend Butch Hobson.
Yep.
Butch is a dear friend of mine, and I just hope his players understand that he was a hell of a player, and he was a guy who was a hard-nosed player. He never dogged it, and that's what you look for in the qualities of a young player who's talented. As I told the kids before the game, everybody in uniform out there, they all have the physical talent to play in the major leagues. Does that mean they're going to get there? Obviously not. You have to pay the price. And you pay the price by giving you in the ball club everything you've got. Now, you can't come to the ballpark every day with 100%. But if you come there with 80% or 75%, give them 100% of that. That's all you can do.
A wave and a miss. Anthony Greer goes down hacking on an Oxnavad breaking pitch. 2 up, 2 down. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first, joined by Hawk Harrelson, television voice of the Chicago White Sox. I really like what you said up there, how the old school Hall of Famers, Mantle, Ruth, Mays, Williams, they'd be Hall of Famers in the ball game era right now. But
and 100 years from now, too.
Yeah, right.
Too, Joe. I mean, they're true, the difference is the average player like myself. I was an average player, a major league player. And these average kids coming into the big leagues today are so much better than we were.
Marcus Wilson drives it off the bat. This one sails foul and out of play over to the right field berm. And we actually talked a little bit about you to Mr. Butch Hobson, and he said you've got a nickname for him. You call him Butchie?
Among other things.
Well, we'll save those for off the air.
Yeah, right. But he was fun to watch. I love George Brett's, and then I told you at the luncheon today, the greatest thing I've ever heard in the Hall of Fame induction was by Robin Yount when he said he wanted to be remembered the way he ran the first base. That can define a player, that can define a team, that can define an organization on how guys run to first base. And I'll guarantee you with Butchie, if they don't run to first base, they're going to hear about it.
Well, and that's kind of one of the interesting things we have with an old school manager like Butch Hobson. I mean, you got a lot of young guys. You got all the analytics that are coming up in the game right now, but this is an old school guy that teaches baseball, and you see the players respond to it, and that's kind of a unique thing.
It is, and there is a place.
There's a high bouncer up the middle, gloved at the belly by Martinez. Shortstop able to make the play to retire Wilson. You can finish your thought.
Go ahead. No,
that's right. Okay, we'll go into the second inning. Still scoreless, a 1-2-3 inning for Ivan Oxnavad. We've got Hawk Harrelson in the booth. Don't go anywhere. AM 1280 WBIG.
What does Advance Auto Parts have to offer? Plenty. Like a rewards program called Speed Perks that gets you $20 off your next purchase when you spend $100 or more. What doesn't Advance Auto Parts have to offer? The recipe to your favorite dish from your favorite restaurant that's been closed for 5 years. So forget that gooey, double-stuffed lasagna and check out Advance Auto Parts rewards program Speed Perks and get $20 off your next purchase when you spend $100 or more. Advance Auto Parts. Let's get you back on the road. See an Advance team member or go to speedperks.com to sign up.
The historic 36th Polish Fest is June 16th through the 18th at Henry Meyer Festival Park on the beautiful lakefront in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 5 stages of live entertainment, including a non-stop polka stage featuring the Polka Family Band, Squeezebox with Ted Lang and Molly B, polka country musicians, The News, IPA Tribute Band, John Gora and Gorel, Box On, and so much more. Enjoy traditional Polish folk dancing, folk art displays, the 18th annual Chopin Youth Piano Competition, and Little Junior Preteen Teen Miss Polish Fest pageants. Don't miss the delicious Polish and American food at over 30 restaurants. Start Father's Day off with the annual Sunday Mass at 1 a.m. with Father Tim Kitke as celebrant. Shop dozens of vendors in our Polish market and enjoy the fabulous Chopin Vodka Lounge and Tiski beer imported from Poland. Don't miss the great activities and play area for the kids. Visit PolishFest.org for more info. Brought to you by Miller Lite and Tiski, the official beers of Polish Fest.
At the top of the second inning, game 2 of this twin bill between the Cougars and the Peoria Chiefs. Joe Brand alongside Hawk Harrelson joined with us in the radio booth. We had Hawk upstairs with a keynote speaker event. Now he's so gracious to come down here into the radio booth. Did you ever do a radio game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I've done television, 42 years, my 42nd year. And to me, baseball is a radio game. It really is. I mean, there's nothing better that I enjoy, when we finish our games. I've got an hour-and-a-half drive down to South Bend. And when they're on the West Coast, I'll listen to Vince Scully. I'll listen to Oakland with Ray Fosse, who has become a very fine announcer and former teammate of mine. And they put you right in the ballpark. Ed Farmer and DJ, they put you right in the ballpark. And I really enjoy that.
Bouncer to the third base side, gloved at the knees by Hernandez. Strong peg, pulls Karaviotis off the bag, but the tag in time. And into the chest of McCarville to put away the catcher for Peoria. 1 up, 1 down here in the second. Here's Vince Jackson.
Well, radio gives you the listener a chance to use his imagination, or her imagination, because the females today, I'll tell you, it's unbelievable how they have gotten into the game of baseball and how much they know about it.
New York Yankees color commentator.
Susan? Yeah, I've known Susan a long time.
There's Vince Jackson, left-handed hitter playing left field for Peoria today. First pitch from Duplantier. Nice strike over the outside corner with a fastball. Duplantier, the Midwest League's leading 0.95 ERA. He's got a 6-0 record. Looking for win number 7 and probably more than likely his last start here in the first half. Now the 0-1. Wave and a miss. There's that changeup.
There it is.
0-2.
Worst 5 words you can tell a hitter. He's got a great changeup.
Very coveted right-hander out of Rice University. 6th round pick by the Diamondbacks last year. Works off the first base side of the rubber and deals. There's a pitch downstairs. 1-2. I like one of the things I took from what you said today. I never realized you've got a Boston Red Sox World Series ring and a White Sox World Series ring. And tell the folks who the other person is.
Carlton Fisk. The only 2 people on the planet with both Sox.
Line shot left side of the infield. Backhanded by Jefferson. Long peg to first. In and out of the glove of Karaviotis for a base runner in Vince Jackson. That's going to be a base hit for Jackson. A 1-out single here in the top of the second inning and the first runner on of the day.
Yeah, in fact, August 16th, we've got our 50th anniversary of the 67 Impossible Dream Team. And, of course, in 05, when we swept Houston, I mean, the reason, as I said today, the reason we won that was because of Ozzie Gill. Ozzie brought that club together, took the pressure off, and we went on a winning streak and finally wound up winning it by 6 games, where at one time we had a 15.5 game lead.
Righty against righty as Juan Yepes stands in. He hits a slow bouncer down the third base line. That'll go foul. How was it not being able to call the World Series?
It was tough not to call, but I understand it. So if you understand it, you know.
Right.
The big bucks are paid by the big boys as far as the networks go and the big cable companies now. And it's just what I've always said, I think the perfect combination would be an announcer from one team and an announcer from the other team. Now you would have a really, really outstanding broadcast or telecast, because you could get, especially if you got 2 feisty guys in the booth, then you could have some fun.
Well, they do it with college basketball, the championship game. They've got the home team the home team call on both sides, and then you've got the neutral call. I feel like that's a part of the broadcasting world that could expand a little bit.
Talking about broadcasting basketball, our guy, Jason, is going to be doing a lot of basketball in the postseason, of their postseason, I should say. Jason Benetti, and for all the fans out there, he's going to be a good one. You're going to be enjoying him for many, many years. He's a very talented young man, and when he walks in that booth, he is ready. He's prepared.
1-1 count on Yepes. Righty on righty as Duplantier takes his time, fires. Hard hit ball deep to left field. Back on it, Silverio. This one's going to leave yard. It's a 2-run shot for Juan Yepes. That is his 5th homer of the year. RBIs number 11 and 12. Well, normally I'd hand the call off to you and say to put it on the board. Hanger?
Hanger. He hung it and he heard it. You can put it on the board, yes!
That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for.
Joe, I've enjoyed it, buddy.
Hawk.
And thanks to Bob and Cheryl and everybody here. They've got a first-class operation here.
Well, you are welcome anytime, any day you'd like to come, and thank you once again.
Okay, big guy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You did a great job today, too.
Thank you. Appreciate that.